Welcome to the Washington. Watch it stand about your life. Your vessels of bigger and strive. Take this tide and these waters, baby. Drop your load, speaking in cold like baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing at the Washington. Watch it stand about your life. Your vessels of bigger and strive. Take this tide and these waters, baby. Drop your load, speaking in cold like baby. I'm trying to forgive and stop stressing, man. Don't know about you, but I'm tired of stressing, looking for my blessing. And everything is a life lesson, and like fuck, man. That's enough trying to send the rain. Little bit of love had enough pain. I think shit going down the drain, but a real nigga gon' maintain. Lost all jobs in 1 year. You came home and say shit to tell. It's a big nigga going to kill this when a real man was born here. And I started watching uphill. Lord, we been time out. I'm back in my mammy house, rolling dice, trying to figure it out. Looking my truth, then I went up there and views. You vanish like proof. Now when they call it, I answer the phone like who? Where was you? When I was acting, I was everything to my leg. Go down on the shoulder, you was in the turn like breaking no wings. Make it bad was the last I will see. We have to last time. Washington, Washington, step to about your life. Your best was so prepared and strapped. Slide in these waters, baby. Drop your low, speaking in cold like it in the baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing at the Washington. Washington, step to about your life. Your best was so prepared and strapped. Slide in these waters, baby. Drop your low, speaking in cold like it in the baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing, baby. The sun God rose out of concrete. Turn this up affliction, fire at my feet. Refine not like silver, but the new creation. You know, separation test from me. All this coming, boy, you better sow your seed. I hope it ain't one side, so now I choke up my weeds. There's a use for every club, watch your company. Take the road that's traveling these corner streets responsibly. Aristocracies, atrocities become commonly hard to see. Walking cornerly, got you stumbling, walking down the trail. About to be so robbery, looking for reciprocity. You reap what you so tread lightly. The live boy is here, jubilee. Lord bless the name like Washington. Watch states about your life. Your vessel so with banner and strap. Take this tide and these waters, baby. Drop your lows, speaking in cold like it heavy, baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing at the Washington. Watch these states about your life. Your vessel so with banner and strap. Take this tide and these waters, baby. Drop your lows, speaking in cold like it heavy, baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing at the Washington. Watch these states about your life. Your vessel so with banner and strap. Take this tide and these waters, baby. Drop your lows, speaking in cold like it heavy, baby. Learn to forgive and stop stressing at the Washington. All right, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. You know what I'm saying? It's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? It's the Sunday scripture breakdown class. You understand? Where we get into the hidden mysteries, the parables, the dark sayings, precept upon precept, line upon line. Me and Officer Gabo were taking over for Cap. You understand? His absence today. You understand? And so today's subject matter we're gonna go over is no interracial marriages.
Right, that's right. If I may, before we go into the subject, I want to read a couple of scriptures about what's going on in the earth right now. You understand? So if I could, give me Leviticus 20 and 26.
Come on, sir.
You understand? We see our people are upset about the recent events of not just George Floyd, the other brothers and sisters who've been killed by police officers as well. And they are rioting and looting right now in the streets. But we understand. We honestly, we totally get it, the rioting, and I get it. But there's a better way to deal with those situations. And to deal with those situations is to come to the I.S.U.P.K. You know, to where we are taught how to deal with these type of life-changing situations that happen. We're taught how to deal with those things. But first, you cannot protest with white people. You cannot. Every time white people protest with us, they change the narrative of the protest. So when we were doing civil rights, Civil rights was changed to gay rights or women rights. You understand? And even now, when we're protesting with white people, it changed the narrative from like the white people are the ones who starting all the rioting and the looting. At first, it was a peaceful protest. Then you think they show videos of white people breaking windows and all that, and Negroes we're gonna follow right behind it. But you cannot protest with them because they're gonna change the narrative. White people are a violent people from birth. They don't care about the protesting for the brother death. They just want to revel.
Right.
They want to be devils. That's it. So therefore, it changes what the narrative is. You got something to say? Yeah, go ahead.
So, and to add on what he's saying, like it's been footage that's been brought out. You understand? Like, these people out here protesting, and they have white people out there dressed in all black, with bandanas over their face, and they're the ones that's going to vandalizing buildings, saying spray painting Black Lives Matter, kill cops and stuff like that. It ain't even the black people that's doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's white people that's mixed in or whatever. Now, when they circle back around, you understand, they see all this vandalism on these buildings, they gonna think that we did it, and
right.
we didn't. You understand? And this is why that you cannot build your nation with another nation.
Right.
You gotta be like Zerubbabel. You know
right. Most High in Christ. And what has to be known in all this, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Goddamn right.
That is a very, very important phrase that black people should keep in their mind when in times like this. Give me Leviticus 20 and 26.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
The word holy means separate. We shall be separate unto the Lord. Go ahead.
For I, the Lord, am holy. And have severed you.
And have what?
Severed you. From other people.
The Lord has severed us from other people. You understand? The things that we're dealing right now, it's black and brown issues. It's our family problems. White people shouldn't be in it. You understand? No white people, because they change the narrative. They don't even care. They just want something to do. You know what I'm saying? This fight should be our fight. Anything on this on that?
That ye should be mine.
You should be mine. You understand? The Lord separated all people. You understand? All people, and even in our times like this, we should still be separated.
Right.
You understand? Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 8. Right. And Yeshaya, give me Genesis 25 and 23.
All right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam.
When the Most High separated the sons of Adam, the Lord never meant for all people to be together. Right. Never. That American dream and all of the people holding hands and all that, the Lord ain't with that. That is pure Christianity. The Lord deals with his people being separate from all people. Go ahead.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
The Lord set the bounds according to the children of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't deal with them, nor should we deal with these other nations. Go ahead, Shah. Give me what you got. 25 and 23.
Come on. The book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
How many nations?
2 nations are in thy womb.
Come on.
And 2 manner of people.
Right.
Shall be separated from thy bowels.
Now, this is a story of the birth of Esau, the so-called white man, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? The father of Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is their birth. Go ahead.
Come. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve the younger.
Right. Read that scripture from the top again.
Come. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. And 2 manner of people.
2 what?
2 manner of people.
When we're out there peacefully protesting, that's what black people, we're out there doing that. But then you have another manner of people who out there rioting, destroying police cars, you understand, being in their spirit. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Shall be separated from thy bowels.
We should not be organizing protests with white people because we are a separated people. Their interest is not ours. You understand? Their cause is not ours. Their fight is not ours. They're just out there to be devils. War is always on their heart. You understand? Come on.
Come. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Well, you know who that is. You know we stronger than them. You have something to say, sis? Got a question?
Make sure y'all will. You good?
Yeah. If they really wanted to protest with us, then they would go to their people and tell them to stop killing us. They would be amongst their own people trying to solve the problem that we have, while we with our people trying to solve our own problems. You can't mix to solve the problem if y'all are the reason why we dying.
Right. Well said. Y'all are the reason why we're dying. This is your people. Go to your people. We don't need you. Right. We don't need you to march with us. We shouldn't be marching either, but we don't need y'all to be mixing with us. Because your story is not our story. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you lose power with us gaining power, and you really don't want that. You understand? Give me Proverbs 3 and 31. And Shai, give me Judah 5 and 5. Judah 5 and 5.
Hey, just go to the corner store. You said Proverbs 3 and 31?
3 and 31.
That's good. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Envy not thou oppressor, man, and choose none of his ways, man. Don't be a devil like the white man. You understand? Well, rioting and looting is not what's going to fix black people. What's going to fix black people and brown people is coming to the I.S.U.P.K, gathering ourselves together, man. You understand? You don't see Asian, Arabs, or Africans out there. They're gathered with their own people. They're worried about their own people problems. The same as us. We should be worried about our own people problems. You understand? Dealing with white people is not going to help our struggle. Having white people involved is not going to help our struggle. This is a black and brown family problem, and we the only people who can fix it. How to fix it is coming back to the Lord. That's how you fix this. I saw a brother on Facebook say, "Where our guns at? How come we don't have guns?" Let me tell you something, man. Guns don't win battles. The Lord does. You understand? No matter how many guns we got, it does not matter. And people might say, well, the white man got more guns. That don't even matter either. If the Lord is on our side, we're going to win. But the Lord's not on the side of weed heads, hoes, prostitutes, pimps. You know what I'm saying? He's not on that side, so we're going to lose. To win, we got to come back to the Lord. Give me that in Judah 5 and 5 out. Mike?
Book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 1.
5.
Verse 5. Then said Achior, the captain of all the sons of Ammon, let my Lord now hear a word from the mouth of thy servant, and I will declare unto thee the truth concerning this people, which dwelleth near thee.
So the captain asked for a brother was coming down to tell the captain what's going on with these people, and the people being the Israelites. He's going to say something very, very powerful that we should take heed to today. Come on.
Come on. And inhabited.
What verse you at?
Oh, I'm still at verse 5.
Okay, go ahead.
Come on. And inhabited the hills, the hill countries.
All right. Skip to verse 20. So this Ammonite is coming to tell the captain about the children of Israel. Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
So if there is any sin in this people, any error in these people against their God, this will be their ruin. If we are not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, we're going to fall every time. Go ahead.
Come. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
And shall what?
Overcome them.
Then those who are against us shall overcome us if we're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity.
If there be what?
If there be no iniquity.
If there be no iniquity, go ahead.
In their nation.
Come on.
Let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them.
That's who?
Lest their Lord defend them.
Come on.
And their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
If we're following these laws, statutes, commandments, the Lord is on our side. We're going to win. You understand? We're going to win. Now, if we're not doing what the Lord says, we're going to lose. That's why we're in the situation we are in now. We got to come back to the Most High, man. We got to gather ourselves together, follow these laws, and He will put these heathens under our boots. Go ahead.
Like I've had conversations, you know, like different brothers and different sisters. You know, they always ask, well what we supposed to do? What's the next move? You understand? Like, you know, the government got to change. You got to make them change. I was like, well, the only thing that you can control, that you can change first and foremost, is yourself. Right. You understand? How can you talk about making the change in the community? You understand? And talking about, you know, we being destroyed by the other nations. You destroy yourself every day. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the mental dexterity or the mental discipline to stop smoking cigarettes, to stop smoking weed, to stop eating pork, to stop celebrating the white man's holidays, you understand? And to completely separate yourself from this nation, right. You understand? We're going to continue this vicious cycle. You understand? Like, what's the point of doing all of this and you gonna put some pork on the pit on the 4th of July? Right. You understand? What's the point of doing all of this? You understand? If you gonna still carve a turkey on Thanksgiving Day, you understand? What's the point of doing all of this if you still gonna celebrate Christmas? You understand? All of the things that we're doing, you understand, are the cultures of these other nations. You understand? And have us utterly destroyed. You know what I'm saying? You want to do yourself a service and your people a service, you understand? Separate yourself from this nation, man. That's the only way that we're going to thrive. That's the only way that we're going to survive. That's the only way that we're going to build as a people. Go ahead,
Kind if I could. And then to go against the grain, you know what I'm saying, the commandments and do what you want to do, that shows how selfish that you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? It shows that you are the virus. You are part of the reason why we're in this condition. That's all I want to say. So.
No sweat. Now we're going to our topic. To swag way into our topic is no interracial marriage. And interracial marriage plays a role in what we're going through right now. You understand? Like, it's hard for a brother to fight for his people when he got a white woman in the house. You know what I'm saying? First thing he's going to say was, well, all white people ain't bad. The first thing he going to say, no, all of them bad. All of them. They all for their people. None of them gave up their benefits for you. They all in the same boat. Just like they think that all niggas are bad, same with them. Treat them the same way. You understand? But the Lord is and the Christian church does not, well, the Christian church don't teach the Bible, period, anyway. But the world should know it is a sin to marry outside your race. It is a sin. To marry outside your race means you hate your own people. I mean, you couldn't find nobody in your nation to marry, so you had to step outside. And then not only that, the Lord says we are above all people. So to marry somebody outside your race means you are marrying somebody under your pedigree. You understand? Like, it's like mating two dogs that don't put a pit bull and a mutt. A lion and a tiger. You understand? The Lord is not for that. So we're going to go to the law first. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 3. I'm
going to start at verse 2.
Do your thing.
All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 2. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor shew mercy unto them.
Right.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Neither what?
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Now, this is a law. You understand? We are not supposed to marry these other nations, man, at all. This is a law. This is not taught in the Christian church. I get it. Because most black churches, they are raised in their homes to love white people. So to have the thought of your child marrying a white person is mind-boggling. They will accept that. You understand? Matter of fact, all races will accept marrying white people. All nations. But us, Israel, we will not do that. It's a sin. Come on.
Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
For they will what?
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Go ahead.
That they may serve other gods.
That is very important to know. When you deal with these other nations, you start taking on their attributes. Start learning the things they know. Start following things they do. Taking up their culture. You understand? And once you do it, you leave your culture behind. Go ahead.
and Cap Yatazar, he brought out such a awesome point. You understand? At camp yesterday, you understand? Like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know, they out here rooting. I mean, not rooting, looting, rioting. You understand? Doing all type of destructive behavior. You understand? You are your father, the devil.
Right.
You understand? You are doing the same thing that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see them ride in Paris, what do? They set cars on fire. They flip them over. You know what I'm saying? They break out windows and businesses and stuff like that. So you're doing everything that your oppressor taught you to do. You understand? How about dare to be different? How about doing something that you ain't never done before? You understand? How about separating? Right. How about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? You understand? Like how we talking about, like a brother posted that the other day. You know what I'm saying? You talking about how angry and how mad you are. You angry enough to stop smoking weed?
Right.
Are you angry enough to stop doing crack? You understand? Are you angry enough to stop being a whore?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Are you angry enough to stop laying with whores? Right. You understand? Are you angry enough to shun everything that's evil? You understand? And take on everything that's righteous. Because everything that you've done in this world has not worked. We've been marching. You understand? We've been rioting. You understand? Like we've stood on steps. We've done boycotts. We've picketed. You understand? None of that has worked. You understand? Let's try the law, statutes, and commandments, right. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Well said. Are you angry enough to not love white people?
Right.
Take your love from them and give it to a brother. Give it to a sister. You understand? All right, keep going.
Con out of one con. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
The Lord is going to kindle his anger against you for dealing with other nations, man. That's what it boils down to. Do not deal with other nations. That is a law. You understand? Give me 1 Kings 11. Start at verse 1. Yeshaya, give me Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 11, verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women.
He loved what?
Many strange women.
King Solomon loved many non-Israelite women. Come on.
Together with the daughters of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Edomites, the Zidonians, the Hittites, of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them.
You shall what?
Not go into them.
Do not deal with them. Go ahead.
Neither shall they come in unto you.
Right. Do not marry them unto you. Go ahead.
For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods.
Right. And that was Solomon's downfall. You understand? Like Solomon had all of them, but his heart turned from the Most High. Keep reading up.
Solomon clave unto these in love.
Good night. Come on.
Verse 3. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines. And his wives turned away his heart.
And his what?
His wives turned away his heart.
When you follow the other nations, you begin to follow their culture. Mm-hmm. You understand? King Solomon was a wise brother, great brother, but it fell to these women. You understand? You will follow their culture, and that's a sin to the Lord. Go ahead.
For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart after other gods.
Right.
And his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God.
Come on.
And as was the heart of David his father. For Solomon went after Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Zidonians, and after Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites.
So when Solomon dealt with these other women in his old age, he started following their gods. That's going to anger the God against us, against him. You know what I'm saying? This is why Israel is not supposed to deal with other nations, with their women. We're not supposed to marry them all. You understand? Like we have, like the Most High, and he's proven to us many times that he is the only God that we need. The only God. It's been proven. Solomon of all people should know that from his position that the Lord was dealing with him. You understand? But when we follow these other nations, it seems like when men start dealing with these women, we become soft, man. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't supposed to give what water to a down.
Right.
Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like we supposed to be steadfast in what we believe and what we follow in our culture. But that weak spirit jump on us. Now we gotta do what I want to say. Lie. We gonna follow the Lord, man. Keep going.
Con. Verse 7. Then verse 6, Salaki. And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord.
He did what?
He did evil in the sight of the Lord.
How did Solomon do evil in the sight of the Lord?
Scripture says that you are not to have no other gods before me.
Right.
The Lord is a jealous God.
Right. Solomon started following other gods because he was dealing with other nations' women. Keep going.
And went not fully after the Lord as David his father. Verse 7. Then did Solomon build an high place for Chemosh.
He did what?
He built a high place for Chemosh.
King Solomon started building temples for these other gods. Come on.
The abomination of Moab.
Come on.
In the hill that is before Jerusalem. And for Molech. The abomination of the children of Ammon. Verse 8. And likewise did he for all his strange wives, which burnt incense and sacrificed unto their gods.
Solomon turned his back on the Lord. Go ahead, Doc.
In Shalakia. Like what you do for one wife, you gonna have to do for another wife.
Right.
You understand? So if you got one, like you got one strange wife, okay, she in the Krishna, okay, and you let her put her little idols in the house or whatever, and then you date another one that's a Buddhist. You got another one that's a Buddhist. She gonna want to put that fat Asian in the house too. You understand? Now you got many demons and many spirits in your house. You understand? You're not supposed to give a water nowhere to tread past.
Right.
You understand? Like you need to cut it off at the source. And don't no woman want a weak man that they can run over.
Right.
You understand? Like they say that, but no, they don't. You understand? They want a man that is going to take charge. You understand? This is what we gonna do. This is what we not gonna do.
Right.
You understand?
No, Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother say, if he built one for one, he had to do it for the other. You know what I'm saying? Solomon then to build temple for all the gods his wife served. You know what I'm saying? And that pissed the Lord off. You understand? So as men, leave these heathens alone, man. Sisters, y'all too. Come to UPK and get your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, come on to UPK, get you a couple of sisters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know it's real, sis. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Come on in here. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to serve our God. We're going to follow our culture. You understand? Because we want the Lord to be with us in times like this, when George Floyd, we want the Lord to be on our side. You know what I'm saying? Give me Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 27.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 27. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named.
Not to what?
Not to be named.
For the worshiping of idols, not to be named. Nameless idols. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. All evil stems from us worshiping other gods. Every captivity that Israel has been in is from us worshiping other gods. We have made a contract with the Most High, and he's done his part. He's proven his part to us, showed his power to us. But yet, for some reason, we want to follow the culture of others. You know what I'm saying? I can't see how a man want to marry a Moabite. I can't see it. You know what I'm saying? I can't have nobody in my house retarded. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Salakia. All evil comes from us following these other gods. Why not get right and come home? You understand? In times like this, when our people are getting destroyed by America, we need our power more than ever. You know what I'm saying? It was a line on Black Dynamite where the police officer told him, Black Dynamite, we need you now more than ever. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. We need the Most High right now more than ever. And to learn his ways and to learn of him is right here. This is the sanctuary for the Most High. You want safety? Come here. You want to learn how to build your family, how to get a woman? You understand? Come here. Get your brother? Come here. You understand? Don't do it in the world, because in the world you can end up outside rioting, looting, with your white friend next to him with his mask on as he breaks all the autos on windows. You understand? And here we teach that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Everybody here knows that. So we are very careful and we are very aware of the games the white man plays. You understand? Go ahead, Doc. Oh, I'm so Salaka. Give me Nehemiah 13.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, verse 25. And I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them.
And what?
And smote certain of them.
What does the word smote mean? Smote. Go ahead, Doc.
It's like it's to beat it.
He beat. Like, this is like, you know what? When people think of the Bible, they think of white Jesus and peaceful and he want to love and hug everybody. But these prophets was hardcore brothers, man. Because they knew that if you sin, I had to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? We had to pay for it as a nation. So Nehemiah's like, look here, man. Matter of fact, we go to verse 21. Salakia. Because it tells you exactly what he did. What that smote mean. Come on.
Man, it's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, verse 21. Then I testified against them and said unto them, why lied ye about the wall?
Right.
If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you.
I will what?
I will lay hands on you.
You do it again, I'm going to put these paws on you. You understand? Like, it's not a game in Israel, man. You understand? Like, you're going to get punished for that sin one way or another. And Nehemiah was laying all on the line. You understand?
Like
Real time to get slapped like Nehemiah. He out here smoting niggas. You know what I'm saying? Is that a word? Okay, you know what? Smoting and smite. You know what I'm saying? So lock here. Go back to verse 25. So I just wanted to show that it's real out here with these prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, verse 25. And I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair and made them swear by God, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons.
You shall what?
Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons.
Don't give these princesses to these damn heathens. Don't do that. Don't do your precious princess like that. Go ahead.
Nor take their daughters unto your sons.
Do not bring them smelly heathen women in here. Not in my house.
Or for yourselves.
Right. Don't do it. That is against the law.
Come. Verse 26. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Solomon took other wives from other nations. He took wives from other nations, man. He was sinning against the Lord. Go ahead, do your thing.
To take a wife of another nation is like blowing rod.
Good night. Yeah, he took her. You know what I'm saying?
It is as worse as being a homosexual.
Right, it is.
Saying it is as worse as eating pork.
Right.
Celebrating Halloween. You understand? Like this is a sin. You understand? Like it is a sin to have. It's like, well, people like, well, I don't steal, I don't kill. But you're knocking off white girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You getting you a little Asian persuasion. You know what I'm saying?
Good night,
brother. Salaki.
I'm tell you something. You ever been to the what that mall called? The little mall, the flea market.
Yeah.
Man, them Arab women that stink. You know what I'm saying?
And East Indians.
And they stink. Don't bring it home. Don't bring that to Israel. The brother's telling me earlier, he like his fish was fresh out the water, huh?
I like my fish fresh out the water.
Good night. I know what that meant to a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? Good night. Fresh out the water. Get your sister, man. Our sisters know how to take baths and you know what I'm saying? Clean their body and smell good.
Real talk.
You understand? Salakia. Keep reading out.
Wild call. Verse 26. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things?
Mm-hmm.
Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his God.
Right.
And God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin.
Right. You're going to sin dealing with these women, man. Deal with a sister. These white women don't even know your struggle. These white men don't know what you've been through your whole life. You understand? Get with a brother, get with a sister who knows your whole life story, who ain't gonna turn their back on you. You know what I'm saying? Deal with those people. Don't deal with these other nations, man. Because the second you get out of line, they gone. They're gonna leave you. Because their culture, their people is more important than you. You understand? Captain Zarek did an interview on Sinetta where he had this black dude came up and was talking to him about him having a white girlfriend. The black guy told Captain Zarek that this woman loves us more than her own people. So Captain Zarek asked, was this true? The woman said nothing. Nigga, she not gonna be on live camera and tell you, you know what I'm saying, say that. You know what I'm saying? She might say it to you in the throes of passion, but she ain't gonna say it live on no camera because she loves her people. And she know one day this little fling that she got with you, it's gonna be over. She gonna go home and get her a white man.
She take home to daddy.
Right, she gonna get her a Timmy. You know what I'm saying? Because with a Jerome, she can't get daddy's money.
And if I could,
go ahead.
None of these nations, right? Like when you sleep with these white women, you understand? You're indulging in their lust, in their fantasy.
Man,
you
good point.
They will not take you home to their father. You understand? And if they do, it's like, you know, we gonna pull up, I'm gonna grab something out the house. You don't gotta come in. You know what I'm saying? Like East Indians, they don't play that. You know what I'm saying? They do not play that. Arabs don't play that. Asians don't play that. You understand? 9 times out of 10, if you get one of them, they done been outcast from their family.
Right.
Or by you, or by them being with you, they get outed from their family because they don't play that. So why don't you not play that? Every other nation sticks to their own, except for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you don't see niggas at a KKK rally. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans at the alt-right rally. So why are you letting them build with you? They don't want to build with you. You understand? We need to be like Zerubbabel. You understand? And say you have nothing to do with us building a temple to our God.
Right.
You understand? The only way that we can build up Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
So get you a strong brother.
Right.
A strong sister. You understand? I mean, we got the most. Why you want to deal with these heathen nations? Ain't no woman more fine on this earth than a Black, Hispanic, or Native American woman.
Right.
You understand?
Have you seen that boy? You know what I'm saying?
This nigga, good night.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like if I make, but the brother brought a heavy point. Only Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians cleave to these devils.
It's like one more time, sir.
Go ahead.
And how can you talk about your problems? You understand? With nations that don't even identify or can even mentally fathom what you're going through. How can you tell your Caucasian wife that you're dealing with systemic or economic racism, you know what I'm saying, or on your job, you know what I'm saying? She's like, well, maybe you're just tripping. You understand? Maybe you're just overlooking it, you know? Maybe just looking too hard into it. They don't understand what we go through. You understand? When you have children, you have children with a white woman, that's a Black child. How is she, or if you have a daughter, how is a white woman gonna teach a little Black girl how to be Black? Right. You understand? How can a white man, Salakia, he won't be what he'll be Edomite. Right. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. Like every time you mix with these nations, you are utterly destroying not only your people, but your children. Right. Salakia.
No sweat. And you know, I don't want to bring this out though, but it's fitting. When I was in the world, I dated a heathen. You understand? I ain't proud of it. Don't look at me like that. You know what I'm saying? I dated a heathen. And so we went to the movies one day, and we was watching the movie about a black basketball team playing against white people. Glory Road. That's my boy right there. You know what I'm saying? So the black teammate went inside the bathroom, and 2 white boys followed behind him and beat him up. Or 3, so I can beat him up. You know what I'm saying? So all the black people in the movie rushed to the bathroom to save the black boy. So after the movie, me and the heathen, we talking about it. And I'm like, damn, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. She's like, what you mad about? I'm like, bitch, you don't see what just happened? You didn't see what happened in the movie? She couldn't understand it because it's just a movie to her, but to me, it's real life. You know what I'm saying? They can't understand the struggles in life that we've lived. They don't even care about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we're like pets to them. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as the pet bites the little baby, the pet got to be put to sleep. They will get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Get with your own, man. Love your own people. Build with your own people. That's the only people who's going to help you fight this war that we in. You understand? Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 27. Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil, to transgress against our God in marrying strange wives?
To what?
To marrying strange wives?
Right. To transgress against our God and to marrying strange wives. It's a sin. This is not taught in the word. Every commercial I see right now on TV is an interracial couple. Right. Every commercial they show is an interracial couple. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's weakening our nation. It is destroying our nation. You understand? We can't fight for our own because we got to fight because, you know, my wife a white woman. So I'll catch y'all next time. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out there with y'all. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Your wife can't learn what you learn because you in here and she out there. Right. She can't learn this truth. You understand? Because ain't no heathens coming to him. You understand? Give me Proverbs 5:17.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 5, verse 17. Let them be only thine own,
right,
and not strangers with thee.
Right.
Let the fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
Come on.
Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe.
Mm-hmm.
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
Let that what?
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
Yo, everybody looked up. Yeah, it's talking about them breasts. Mm-hmm. Let them breasts satisfy thee at all times. Tie fire to her. You know what I'm saying? To your sister, not these heathens. Come on.
And be thou ravished always with her love.
Good night. You know what I'm saying? Go home and ravish her. You know what I'm saying? It's like it. Go ahead.
It's like it. Verse 20. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger?
Why will you be ravished by? Right, sis. Why the hell are you gonna be ravished by a strange woman?
Don't nobody want no pink titties.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Salakia.
Yeah, it look like raw meat. Uncooked.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I like mine well done.
Have you seen the way a white woman is built? Like a lowercase L.
Like sir. I call them table smokers.
Come on now. Night. You see these sisters out here, man? Why would you even need that? When our sisters are beautiful in every way. You know what I'm saying? Look, Salakis is voluptuous, you know what I'm saying? That's our sisters. Come on.
When they get to the school, brother, that box becomes sci-fi.
I'm trying to tell you. Out of this world, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all brothers, y'all can see the stars. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Extraterrestrial box. You know what I'm saying? It's a here. Right, into the Matrix. And if I may, the Matrix in UPK is full right now. Good night. Y'all was here yesterday when all these women came here pregnant? Good night. Almost 75% of the women here was pregnant. We building for the future here. And look, I'm raising daughters to never even deal with a white man. When they see a white man, we're like, yuck. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Get one of these brothers and look, go to work, get you a good job, and take care of your family because he's going to be a priest. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, Ashar, you know what I'm saying? The price. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ. That brother got a dowry ready. I'm raising them. I'm raising princesses in the UPK to love their own. You understand? And that's rare to hear in the world in 2020. You can love who you want to love. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no right. Not in my house. Love who you want to love is a thing for homosexuals. They come from gay people. Right. I can take Rod if I want it down. Down, fam. Get you a sister, man. Sister, stop being so goddamn tough and get you on these strong men. Right. You understand? Keep going, Art. That was it. Give me Ezra 9 and 10.
This is the book of Ezra, chapter 9, verse 10. And now, O our God, what shall we say after this? For we have forsaken thy commandments.
We have what?
Forsaken thy commandments.
Come on.
Verse 11, which thou hast commanded by thy servant and prophets, saying, the land unto which ye go to possess it is an unclean land, with filthiness of the people of the land.
Now, it's not talking about the earth itself. It's talking about the people of the lands. Go ahead.
With their abomination.
With their what?
Abomination.
Come on.
Which have filled it from one end to another with their uncleanness.
To their gods. They have filled this land with their gods. To the unclean things that they do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to deal with them. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 12. Now, therefore, give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons.
You know, this kind of remind me of, you ever seen black kids that go to an all-white school? Right. That's kind of what that is. Like, go ahead.
If I may, real quick, sir, your children, when they do that, they be too black to be white.
Right.
And they just be too white to be black.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Well said. I DJ. So I go to a lot of schools where it's predominantly white with, black people scared about. You know what I'm saying? So I had a prom not too long ago I went to. And there was black dudes walking in with white girls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my mom like, hey, this nigga here. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, right? And it's black women black sisters walking in with white dudes. I'm like, y'all couldn't just team up together and walk in together? You know what I'm saying? These people gonna be here? I got all the people, like back in the day when I was watching TV back in the day, when the show come on, the black girl be with the black man, and everybody else be with everybody else. You know, the Chinese man with the Chinese man. But now it's mix and mingle. You know what I'm saying? Like we go ahead, sis. Right. Right. And but that's for a reason though. If I may, I'm telling you something. These white women know, like, this brother, he good. He gonna one day make a lot of money. Let me go and do my thing. And so she put herself in that position to get that brother. Go ahead, Doc.
All thanks to Jack Johnson.
Get the mic.
Right.
All thanks
Microphone,
to,
not microphone.
All thanks to you got brothers like Jack Johnson, the boxer that love white women. All thanks to Jackie Robinson, for breaking the color barrier in the sports world.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That ended, right? That's not Martin Luther King. That ended black people having theirs and being the best at what they got. Right. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you have black athletes going to not black universities, you understand, and making them great, right? But going to white universities and being exploited.
Right. Most on correct. Give a brother a hand. That was well said. I'll tell you something. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. He come and take our best brothers and take them to his schools, and exploit them. Like, black athletes make millions of dollars for colleges, but they can't even get you a chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying? You can't get that. You can't get clothes to feed your family. Go ahead.
Come, sir, if I could, and Dr. Martin Luther King, so-called Dr. Martin Luther King, like they when every time Black History Month comes around, they like to make him somebody that's like he done something for the black community, and he didn't do a damn thing, and then the philosophy that he had, our people are still, it's in their minds, what I'm saying? That's what they trying to carry out, so they trying to still intermingle and be with the white race, of course,
right.
What I'm saying?
And to add on to that, the world loves Martin Luther King because he made us their slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a chance to go our own way and do our own thing. Martin Luther King like, man, look, I need me a white woman. And these white people need some slaves. He made us their slaves when he did that. So this country loves him. They better build monuments to him. Or you might get his own day. You know what I'm saying? They love him here. Go ahead.
He helped our oppressors to where they don't no longer need chains and whips.
Right.
They don't no longer need German shepherds.
Right.
They don't no longer need any physical torture. But all they need now is Okay, we fully been engulfed with the it's okay to love everybody. It's okay
Right.
to everybody hold hands and had us totally forget about how much of a devil our oppressor has been to us.
Most High Christ, he is a devil. Till this day, he's a devil to us. You know what I'm saying? Can you read that scripture, priest?
It's the book of Ezra, chapter 9, verse 12. Now, therefore, give not your daughters unto their sons, neither take their daughters unto your sons, nor seek their peace or their wealth forever.
Nor seek their peace nor their wealth. Look, man, we supposed to be in our own area doing our own thing. We ain't supposed to be nowhere shaking hands, white man trying to make a come up happen. You know what I'm saying? And also, the things that the white man do in this country, we shouldn't even care about it. The thing, the 500 fortune companies they got, we shouldn't care about it. What we should focus on is serving our power. That's all we should be focused on, serving our God. Shalom, Mike. It's the Lord in Christ. Go ahead.
No sweat. That ye may be strong.
That what?
That ye may be strong.
Come on.
And eat the good of the land, and leave it for an inheritance to your children forever.
Look, leave these other nations alone so we can be strong. Stay with our culture so we can be strong. You know what I'm saying? Have something to pass down to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Have your culture pass down to your kids. You understand? Give them their God. Not this. This is what has us in the bunch we in right now. This is. Like when you see those black people out there rioting and marching and all that, this is what on their mind because they learning from him. They learning from the people who brought him. They learning from the white man, from their father. You understand? Huh? Fight love with love. Good night. Good night. Fight hate with love. Those are homosexual quotes. You know what I'm saying? Homosexual say that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? God loves everybody. We should love. That's from homosexual because they want to be loved. They thrive on people needing to be loved by other people. For some reason, I don't know. I'm not a homosexual. I can't tell you about it. You know what I'm saying? Most thanks, sis. Most high in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Give me No, I'm going to Judges, if I may. Judges 3 and 6. Judges 3 and 6, man. So when we keep our laws, touching the commandments, the Lord is on our side at all times. You know what I'm saying? If we don't, a situation like this happened with George Floyd. So now we downtown trying to have peaceful marches, protesting, trying to win the white man love. The white man is not going to give us justice. It's going to take a supernatural nigga named YAHANNA to give us the justice that we want. That's it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 3, verse 6. And they and they took their daughters to be their wives, and gave their daughters to their sons, and served their God.
And they what?
And served their God.
And they served their God. The thing is, do not give your daughters and sons away to these damn heathens. Because you're going to serve their gods. You're going to do it. Go ahead.
And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord.
They did what?
Did evil in the sight of the Lord.
It's an evil thing to marry a white woman. It's an evil thing to marry a white man. That is evil. Thank you. Most High in Christ. That is evil. But the world don't push that. The world push, love everybody. But it's evil. We have to keep saying that because outside these walls, you can love who you want to love. Go ahead, Doc.
And forget the Lord their God.
They did what?
Forget the Lord their God.
And they forgot about their covenant that their forefathers made. They forgot about that. Go ahead.
And serve Baalim.
Mm-hmm.
And the grove.
And the who?
And the grove.
And the grove is another god. You know what I'm saying? When we deal with these other nations, you're going to serve another god. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 8. Therefore, the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel. And he sold them into the hand of the Cushan Rishathaim.
Good night. Good job. Yeah.
King of Mesopotamia. And the children of Israel served Cushan Rishathaim 8 years.
No sweat. Everybody breathe. You know what I'm saying? I gave up on the word. You know what I'm saying? I was home reading this Christian like, oh, yeah, him. Where my Zondervan Bible dictionary? Because I was saying his brother's name. But Salakia, when we anytime I said before, anytime we serve other gods, we're going to get punished for it. We're going to get punished. We've been serving white Jesus for 400 years now. We're getting punished for it. It's time to come back home. Go ahead, priest.
And if I could, sir, like, when y'all gonna learn?
Right.
Every time you jump down with a white woman, she said you upriver. You ain't learned from him until you know what I'm saying? How about all of the brothers that have been falsely imprisoned from a white woman screaming rape that wasn't rape? You understand? Like, this has happened over and over and over again. You understand? When what's your boy name that played John Coffey in the Green Mile? What's his name? The big dude. But anyway, when he died, he was engaged to a white woman. She falsified and changed his will that she would get everything. You understand? Like, these people are evil, man. You understand? They care nothing about you, nothing about your family, nothing about your legacy. You understand? If a white woman is with you, you understand? Don't believe it's because you're the greatest thing smoking. You understand? It's because you have something that she can take from you.
Right.
You understand? So they've already stolen our culture. You know what I'm saying? Next thing they're gonna take is your spirit and your soul. You understand? If a white man is the devil, you understand? You can best believe the white woman is the dragon.
Right.
You understand? Belle and the dragon.
They hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You can't have one without the other.
Right.
Mario and Luigi. You know what I'm saying?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Good night. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? Good night. So with that, you know what I'm saying? You talking about the brother from the Kingpin.
Yeah.
George Floyd married a white woman. She is now going on social media saying we should forgive the police officer. And you know what? She's right. You should forgive her brother. That's her brother. You're supposed to forgive. That's how she's supposed to feel. You understand? But me and my house, me and my people, look, man, damn that. I need justice. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sis. Most High in Christ. And that's how it's supposed to be. Go ahead, priest. How about now? What's up,
and if I may, sir, Steven Jackson, the basketball player that played with the Spurs
number teams, yeah,
and all
got
them,
you.
right? You know what I'm saying? That's his brother. You understand what I'm saying? He's the one, trying to lead the charge and trying to make sure everybody gets persecuted. But here's my thing, Steve. Right? You've been seeing black people get hashtagged. You understand what I'm saying? So why would you have to wait to use your influence till it hit home?
Right.
That's the problem that we have in black people. You understand what I'm saying? And you black folks, you know what I'm saying, that you celebrities and all y'all that's been watching Negroes get killed.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Your people get killed.
Right.
You understand? If you ain't paying your tithes, you could pay your tithes, Commander YAHANNA, in secret, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna blow up the spot and say, hey, yeah, such and such pay this. And no, brother, because it's not about that. But at least just pay your tithe to the real priests and prophets of the Lord. Y'all know who Commander YAHANNA is, man.
Right. Well, they know.
The wealthy of Israel know who Commander YAHANNA is, brother. All these big-head rich Negroes know who he is, man. Just pay your tithes, man, and let us do the work, brother.
If I may, before you go, well said. We lack compassion for each other. That's really basically what it boils down to. We as a people lack compassion. We love the other people. We love white people. We'll bend our back for white people. We'll be out there marching. Something happened to the white kid. They go missing. We in the woods trying to find them. But when it comes to our people, we lack compassion for each other. It should be one death that we shouldn't be all be gathered together trying to figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So let me go. Most times one body. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Habanero.
Make it clear road.
Hey, Salak, if I could, sir, what I want to say is, I believe that even though I do agree, I totally agree with Officer Sean Apostle. What he was saying is like these Negroes that's rich and stuff like that, they don't be wanting to do nothing until it hit home. But that's Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like the water to the Most High. Because I remember when I was in the world and things were happening to me that made me, it hit home. It was like, oh man, hell no. You know what I mean? You just get fed up. And the Lord will do that. He'll send stuff your way to where you just get to the point where you just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been tripping. I ain't been doing right.
No.
I gotta get something.
Right.
I gotta do something now.
Right.
And that's what's happening with Steven Jackson. And Lord willing, some of the other brothers follow suit. You know what I'm saying? They see they fellow comrade and you know what I'm saying, as far as basketball or whatever, and they like, man, they see the pain that's coming from this brother. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't his real brother, but it was somebody super close to him.
Right.
And at the end of the day, he in pain. So hopefully they see that, and now you know they know what the truth is. You know
I totally agree. The Most High will bring it to your front door like you ordered it. You know what I'm saying? He bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? With an envelope. You know what I'm saying? And you got to sign off on it. You know what I'm saying? But the craziest part is Steven Jackson Ben knew that the white man was the devil. You know what I'm saying? He was involved in the fight in the palace. He's brought in the palace, and from then he knew that the white man was the devil from how they treated him after that. You know what I'm saying? But as for instance, other nationalities, they don't wait for it to hit their front door. If something happens to their brother, they out there in them streets. They ain't gonna happen to them. But with us, it can happen to one brother. We'll march, we'll sing. 2 weeks later, we focus on something else. Happen again, we march and we sing. Because you know why? Because we don't have compassion for each other. We don't love one another like we love. Boop. You know what I'm saying? This nigga here is the reason why our people are destroyed. Why people hate each other. You understand? But you come in here, you're gonna learn to love that nigga next to you. You're gonna learn to defend that sister next to you with your life. You know what I'm saying? Like none of us will sit there and record while that brother is being choked. None of us. I'd have been in Hebrew Academy. I know all the locks. You know what I'm saying? I know all the locks. I'm gonna get you out of them. You know what I'm saying? Good Lord, that's UPK. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That A-lock a fool. You know what I'm saying? You ain't come out the A-lock unless I want you to. And then the police gonna look at the tape and be like, well, this brother restrained him. He didn't try to hurt him. He just restrained him, killing his brother. You understand? Go ahead, priest.
And if I may, from being out there at Austin and in San Antonio, there's two things that I seen. One was there was more white people out there than Negroes. Right. You see what I'm saying? And then in Austin, right? Austin is a college town, man. You see what I'm saying? So you got to consider that right? They say black people do all the rioting and looting, but if it's more white people out there, right? And I mean, we seen the white people. It was more white people in the face of them cops saying "F you" and not this and not that, right? So these are college students. They got classes to where they can get college credit for being a part of a protest.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you sit up here thinking that these people is really out here because of George Floyd, brother. No, these people out here just so they can make their resume look good. Right. So when they do they internship, you understand what I'm saying? They look like they're well-rounded in front of the Fortune 500 company, man. You see what I'm saying? Them people don't give a damn about niggas, man.
Give me Psalms 55 and 21. The white man's a devil. Basically, what you're getting down to. You know what I'm saying? The white man's a devil. Like, we know who's out there. We know. And if I may, man, so the UPK is so awesome. I was watching the video of the brothers teaching on these streets, and every area the brothers teaching on was a crowd of people listening. You know what I'm saying? And soon the brothers start talking about white people start walking off. And the brothers and sisters stayed there to be taught. You know what I'm saying? That's just the power of UPK, man. We ain't here to teach you, friend. You know what I'm saying? We're here to teach these brothers and sisters, man. But give me that, Doc.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The Lord, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Yeah, we're going to march and protest for George Floyd, you know what I'm saying, to represent the life that was taken from this earth. Go ahead.
But war was in his heart.
But you niggas don't need this AutoZone. You know what I'm saying? The white man's gonna tear it down. I'm sure it was a white man that burned down that police precinct. I'm sure it was. It had to be. Niggas ain't finna do that.
Arson.
arson. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the Gucci store and all that being broken into, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But the people who started the tearing stuff down, those are all white people, and it's recorded. It's recorded because they have warning her. They love to revel. They let the Dolphins win a football championship. They're gonna burn whole down Florida and be happy. You know what I'm saying? They burn down because they're happy because they're the devil. Go ahead, Bree.
And if I may, they say that police station was burnt down strategically.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? The fire was started at all 4 points. You understand what I'm saying? Negroes are mad.
Right.
We ain't got time to sit up here and be like, okay, we gonna start the flame
Here,
and
right.
here, and then it's gonna perfectly engulf the building.
And we sir. We upset right now.
You
we ain't worried about that.
Right. And go ahead.
Go ahead, Bree.
So, like, if I could, I was saying that they were saying when the police station was burned down, it was little triangles cut out in the glass, like it was a tool used to cut out the glass. Like, it wasn't broken. It was like some stuff placed in the you know, they did it right. They basically.
But wars in their hearts. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, but then I mean, even let's talk about in France, right? Last year, the French government they was coming out with some laws that the people wasn't with, and them devils took to the streets, brother, and would have tore down the Eiffel Tower if they didn't come out and say, hey y'all, we good, we ain't gonna go through with that.
Right. They ready to tear it down. That's their spirit though. That's their spirit. Well, they took a peaceful demonstration to the 10th power and turned, you know what I'm saying, and want to burn down everything. That's the spirit of the white man. Go ahead. Put the microphone. Say it one time, sis, so the earth can hear you.
I said if it was more black people there, then you would have known it would have been deaths and murders, and you would have seen thousands of people died.
For one, if it was mostly black people there, the police shooting rubber bullets right now. It'd have been live rounds. You know what I'm saying? It'd been fatal shots. You know what I'm saying? White team. What they say on the game? White team go. You know what I'm saying? When they went good night. You know what I'm saying? Like, the white man is the devil, man. You know, he's saving his people, so he's not bringing out the heavy artillery. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing just enough to calm you down. You know what I'm saying? I seen a white man bring a bow and arrow out and was shooting at the protesters. I saw that. But the crazy part is, though, white people mobbed him. All white people went and attacked him. You get a lot of hand for that. You know what I'm saying? White on white crime is tearing the country apart. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? I seen somebody hit him with a cardboard sign. Like, come on, it really hurt. You know what I'm saying? Man, the white man the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? But they taking such a serious situation and making it about themselves. Because they are demons. You know what I'm saying? And they revel in this type of situations. Go ahead, Doc.
No switch, sir.
Where you at?
I'm at the end of verse 21.
You dropped it. Give me a Tobit 4 and 12, man.
No switch. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom.
Of what?
All whoredom.
What is whoredom? Anybody want to give a try? Come on, you shot. I saw you raise your hand. Oh, you didn't raise your hand, so like you.
So whoredom is basically like giving into one or more unlawful sex.
All right, we can let the sister go right here. So like it, priest. I'm gonna get you after the sister go. One more time. No sweat.
Whoredom is giving ourselves to other religions and lifestyles that does not belong to the nation of Israel and doing things outside of that and whoring ourselves out to the Christian church, the Muslim.
I ain't had to tell y'all give a hand. Y'all know she came with it. You know what I'm saying? Good stuff. That's my sister. You know what I'm saying? That was good job, sis. Go ahead, priest.
Women women giving themselves to multiple men, us being whoremongers as well, you know what I'm saying, sleeping with women and sleeping with all type of men, you know what I'm saying, just being in that ring, you know what I'm saying, giving ourselves to the other nations, you know, sleeping with white women and other, Chinese women and all that, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying.
Right. Well said. The water, preach the water. Both of y'all are correct. You know what I'm saying? In the context of Tobit 4, Habanah it's talking about being with other women, but in the context of the whole class, it's talking about whoring ourselves to these other nations. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all are correct. Read that for me.
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
What does that mean? Chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy father. Put your hand down. Can somebody? Come on, Troop. Mike.
So the whole world can hear you.
Right.
So, like, if I may, sir,
Mm-hmm.
that means take a woman from your tribe.
That's right. From your nation. From your nation. There we go. Ain't nothing wrong with getting you a Jewite, but you might want to, Issacharite. You know what I'm saying? So like, you look smiling and shit. Go ahead, Right. You know what I'm saying? Not your mama. A different mother. Right. Not that sister. But different mother's woman. Ain't nothing wrong with it. All right. Keep going.
Con. And take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe.
Can y'all explain it to me? Can anybody? Yeshaya?
Come on. They say take not a strange woman. So that's a woman that doesn't have anything to do with the tribe of Israel. That's not from your father.
Come. For we are the children of the prophets. No, meaning Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children.
And was what?
Blessed in their children.
They were blessed in their children, meaning their children were taught the culture. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have children speaking a half language. You know what I'm saying? Their children were taught the culture of their God. Keep going.
And their seed shall inherit the land.
Most High in Christ. And your seed shall inherit the land. Read the next one. Yeah, because the next one's a good one.
Verse 13.
Come on.
Now, therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, in not taking a wife of them.
Despise not your people by not taking a wife of them. If you don't take a wife of your people, you hate your people. Right. That's basically what it's saying.
Slaki, sir, you hate your mama.
You hate your mama, yeah. You hate your mama. You know what I'm saying? But it's your mama about it. Yeah. Go ahead, Breeze. That's the same thing. You might as well call it that.
And if I could, sir, by taking a wife of another nation, that makes you a traitor to your people.
Right. It does. It does. Get brother hand, because he said it's so serious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. It's serious. You know what I'm saying? You bring in a traitor amongst your own. You know what I'm saying? Just like George Floyd's wife, where she's protecting her brother. A black sister ain't gonna say that. A black sister gonna let's hang him. Let's crucify him. You know what I'm saying? But her, that's her brother. She supposed to say that. Man, don't forgive him. He didn't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. You say this? They do. They devils. Go ahead.
Even though he has 19 other offenses of brutalizing black people.
Right.
19 other offenses that he was dealing with.
Right.
But he didn't know what he was doing.
Right. They didn't know what he was doing. Right. Like, one offense is enough. Right. But it's our fault, though. Right. Because we're not gathered ourselves together to where their first offense, he should have been gone. You know what I'm saying? We got to have compassion for our brothers. When that first offense happened, we was on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, priest.
For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want.
Right.
For lewdness is the mother of famine.
What it boils down to, get your sister out your own people. Get your brother out your own people. Come in here, get taught, wait your time, and get your brother and sister who's been made with the image of the Lord on them. You know what I'm saying? The spirit of the Lord is on them. You know what I'm saying? Because the outside world, you get some out there, get you a heathen out there, they're gonna pick their people for you. It's gonna happen. They're gonna choose them before you when it come down to it. Then you're gonna be left looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? All right. Give me Joshua 23.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 23, verse 12. Else, if ye do in any wise go back and cleave unto the remnant of these nations, even these that remain among you, and shall make marriages with them, and go in unto them, and they to you.
Come on.
Know for a certainty that the Lord your God will no more drive out any of these nations from before you, but they shall be snares and
from around us. But these nations are become snares and traps to us. That's why we gotta keep these laws. You know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy 7:3 says don't deal with these other nations. You know what I'm saying? But yet they will become a trap and a snare. Keep going.
and scourges in your side.
And what?
Scourges in your side.
Go ahead.
Thorns in your eyes.
A scourge in your side and a thorn in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Rhyme. He's spitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave these other nations alone, man, so we can grow as a people. You understand? You can't have no growth when you deal with other nations. I'm gonna go him first, I got you.
If I may, when we was in San Antonio, we ran into a brother that said, he after Cap got done teaching, he asked us, what'd he say? This fool said, so what we have to be careful about doing is making all white people feel a certain type of way, because there are some good white people. So we have to make sure we use the words like racism, racist white people, and stuff like that. So, of course, Cap hit him with the, one of the most simple analogies. If you got 800 snakes coming at you and only 100 of them is not poisonous, are you gonna shut the door on all of them? Or are you gonna check and see? He said, I would run up out of there. He said, okay. You see what I'm saying? and then he tried to use something from the scriptures about a good tree. He was like, okay, so you gotta judge the tree, which which the fruit that you eat off they tree. And Cap was like, okay, so for 400 years, the fruit that they've been bearing is southern fruit.
It is right.
You see what I'm saying? It's hanging niggas. You see what I'm saying? So the brother and what I see and what I truly understand and notice is that, according to Psalms 83, that the name of Israel is no more remembrance, man. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like we don't even grasp the concept of we're a different nation of people from them. You see what I'm saying? And because even if you use, right, sir. So even if you use the analogy of, well, the Chinese people don't vote and they have Chinatown in 5 cities. The Arabs, don't vote and they have a corner store in all our neighborhoods. They still don't see the fact that we're not them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So therefore, that's why that's why America's so wicked, because they stole our culture from us, and we don't see how traumatizing and how death-defying it has been to us.
Right. Matter of fact, we don't even see ourselves away from America. Like, we don't have an identity without America. The brother said, judge the tree from the fruit. But the white man been hanging us from that same tree for 400 years. You know what I'm saying? Strange fruit. You know what I'm saying? And the white man is the devil, man. And our brothers are destroyed. He can't even take up for his own people without first trying to, hey, all white people ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? You got, come on. You know what I'm saying? But Most High Christ was Captain Isupk. Hit him with that uppercut, that Ryu and Ken. Go ahead, sir.
When we was in San Antonio, we walked in the midst, like everybody was around us out, and there was like a statue or a figure, like it's probably about 22, a story or two, and we walked right in the midst of that. We got the brothers around, put them on Shamar, and after after Cap got done, it seemed like the protest dispersed.
Right. Right. Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna disperse because niggas don't want to hear the truth. Niggas do not want to. If Cap would have been out there and like, we should gather together and love everybody, they'd have been cheering. They'd have Cap and Al walking around. You know what I'm saying? Hey, champion him. You know, hey, you know what I'm saying? But Cap came out the real, and niggas do not want to hear separate. They do not want to hear that. They don't like. We don't have an identity without the white man. Like you ask a person about, well, you tell a person, my man, Israel, the kingdom for Israel only. You know what I'm saying? God don't love everybody. He love everybody. He don't love this certain people. The first thing they're gonna say is, well, what about white people? You ain't asked about the Africans. You ain't asked about the Asians, but you're gonna ask about what about white people? Because we are destroyed. We are destroyed. And this is the reason. And that's why we in here every week. You know what I'm saying? Brothers got class every day, hopping out here on Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? This brother on Fridays and Mondays, trying to break people from that spell. And that spell is what got us downtown marching instead of coming and being in here. You understand? Keep reading, Knock. Sis, did you have something to say? Salakia.
If I was just,
I ain't gonna pass you up, sis. Go ahead.
if I may make a short comment, this is why the Christian church is the death of blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, because of these scriptures like you bringing out right now, sir. These are the scriptures that these pastors are supposed to warn us of our destructions and what will happen if we come together with these other nations. Why are you trying to join some goddamn Salakia?
No sweat. No sweat. I got it.
Why you trying to?
Where's being?
I'm sorry, Salakia.
Keep it going, sis. Fire up.
Why are you trying to MLK everybody?
Right.
We dying, and then people don't see it. Right. But then when we say separate from the same people that murder us every day, you got a problem?
Right.
I don't, Salakia, sir. I get angry.
Sis, calm down.
I mean, and if I could, sir, to add on to what sister was saying, like where your religious leaders at, man? Right. Where your Christian pastors? Where is Farrakhan? You understand? Where is Cornell X? Where is Al Sharpton? Man. In the words of Captain Kahan, where is Ben Carson? You know what I'm saying? Where is Ben Carson?
I have not seen Cornell X not one time.
You know what I'm saying?
If he can't make no money, he ain't gonna be out there.
You feel me? Like what? All right, no, we good. As long, yeah, we good. All right. So as long as there's no profit to be made and ain't no FaceTime, you know what I'm saying, warranted, they not gonna show up. You understand? That mean they don't care. They gonna shut up just like they shut up during quarantine. You know what I'm saying? Where was the holy water during quarantine? You understand? Where was the anointing oil during quarantine? You understand? I don't. You know, like how they make the what is it called, the sick and shut in list? You understand? Everybody was sick and shut in. Right. You know what I'm saying? Was you going house to house? Where was the Mormons? Right. You understand? Where was the Latter-day Saints at? You understand? We are the Latter-day Saints because we are in the latter days. You understand? The only people that the Lord cares about is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? So it's time to wake up. All we got is each other. You understand? Love your brother. Love your sister. Take a wife from your people. Right. Take a husband for your people, because that's the only defense that you have. It's in a friend. You understand? Of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You feel me?
All we got. Go ahead, Havana.
So like this is a heavy topic in light of what's going on right now. I just want to say, like, because it's so vexing that our people don't understand that the root of all this evil is coming from the oppressor. Right. And when we try to tell them to separate, the Bible says that they are here to, if we mess with them, they're gonna be snares and traps for us. So why our people can't like understand the concept of we having this discussion in the first place of, well, all white people ain't bad. For us to even have this conversation is a bad thing, because if they wasn't here in existence in the first place, there would be no evil on the earth, right? Like what I mean by that is these people are gonna get eradicated eventually. Right. And once they get eradicated, everything is gonna run smooth. Right. So what I'm saying is they're put here to be snares and traps for us, and they're put here for the Lord to hate them. Right. They're put here also for them to have their foot on our neck. Right. We are the reason they're still around. Right. We are the reason why we're going through the things we're going through with them putting a knee on our neck and everything. If we just said we trying to, in the I.S.U.P.K since 1969, been trying to explain to these fools that if you just separate from them, come together with your people, we'll never have to worry about this again.
Right. Well said. Get that brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? He right. You know what I'm saying? And for our Pan-African brothers, I have not seen one African out there fighting.
Right.
I have not seen Contembo out there fighting at all. Go ahead. Nothing. Not spit, not a plate in the lip. I ain't seen none of that with the ring nicks, the neck rings and all that. I ain't seen none of them protesting. You know what I'm saying? We have to do this on our own because we know the white people out there for us. They're out there for their own enjoyment. Go ahead, Doc.
And if I could, sir, like times like this when something tragic happened to our people, our people, they respond in a fad. They give a fad response. Right. They go with what's popular. Oh, it's popular to march. That's a pattern in history that we have been doing. But one thing that we need, we had it right. You know what I'm saying? When we had Black Wall Street, we need to try that again. Right. You know what I'm saying? Under the oath that you take in I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? The leadership of the I.S.U.P.K.
Right. You're right. That's well said. It's gonna take the I.S.U.P.K. to even start something like that again. From the time of then to now, black people are destroyed. Like our men are grinding to dust. Our women are super stronger, are tougher than the men. You know what I'm saying? Like that spirit they had back then to come together. We don't have that now. We only have that here. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't start a business with somebody who don't believe in the same things you believe in. You know what I'm saying? I can't start a business with a pedophile. I can't start a business with a drug dealer. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to come in here for those things to even be possible. Because I know I trust my brother Hobby now. I know he's going to do right. He ain't going to show me on money that's mine. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sis.
Everybody else was falling out, like trying to figure out what to do next. And you go on Facebook or any social media, and you see black people starting up their own businesses, everything that they couldn't do because of their 9-to-5 jobs. You see sisters sewing, you see brothers building, like all the talents that you have and that you're born with. Once everything got shut down, you couldn't go nowhere. Black people start building.
Right, we did.
And white people and everybody else looked around, crashing, don't know how they gonna eat, going to stores, going crazy. Like black people gonna make tissue.
Right.
Like they gonna go in the garden, they gonna grow food and grow fruit. Like they gonna do everything that they can because it's in us already. We don't need white people to do anything.
Right. The way we living, like the way black people living during COVID, we've been living this way our whole life. You know what I'm saying? The white man get COVID, he can't go to work, he can get the money coming in. It's time to kill the whole family. Hey y'all, come to the car. We're gonna ride down the street right quick. He gonna kill the whole family. Black people, we've been struggling this whole time. And it is the UPK. When America falls, niggas go up. Hispanics go up. You know what I'm saying? You got 5-6 businesses come out of one household now. You know what I'm saying? Sisters start getting orders because they see they need a man in the house. This COVID makes some lonely sisters beds. You know what I'm saying? Like beds some real lonely. Come on in here. God boy. I'm just throwing out the airways. Just throwing it out there. Open the internet. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Go ahead. What you got?
No, Salakia, sir. I was just going to say, like, what people don't understand is what is transpiring now in the face of earth has to happen. Right. The Lord is using these other nations as a whooping stick to bring blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans together to make you realize what you thought was a strong defense. Your job, it don't mean nothing when you getting your head bust in. Right. You know what I'm saying? Your savings account don't mean nothing when somebody kneeling on your neck. You understand? Like all of these things that you thought were important are not important. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that is important is security that we build amongst ourselves. Right. And which is why this is so important. You know what I'm saying? Because you train up a child in the way he should go when he's older, he won't depart. That's building up the kingdom. The only way you're going to be able to do that is with your own people. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Most High Christ. And Brother brought so heavy. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can build with your people is to gather yourself together with your people. Teach your kids. And they teach their kids. Then our nation is going to become powerful. You know what I'm saying? To where if something happened to a brother, that'd be the last time it happened to a brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because our men ain't going to play with you no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? All right. Give me Genesis chapter 6. Now, this is a crazy chapter right here because only those in the UPK can understand this chapter. If you're outside the UPK, you believe in fallen angels, fell out of heaven and came down and had sex with people, and now you're giants walking the earth, you know what I'm saying? That is not in the Bible. You understand? But we're gonna break it down right now. Go ahead. Doc.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply upon the face of the earth, and the daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God,
That the what?
the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose.
Now, in Christianity, it teaches that verse 2 that the sons of God were angels, and they came down and saw women. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, you know what? Damn all this heaven and stuff. I need some earthly box. You know what I'm saying? Look on the earth and give me some box right quick. Well, I want terrestrial box. You know what I'm saying? And then they took the wives of which they, they choose. The sons of God is the lineage of Adam. That's all it is. Adam was chosen by the Most High. He was a son of God. And those that came after him was the sons of God. You understand? Those are not angels. Angels do not have sex with people. If your wife got pregnant and she said she got pregnant by the Holy Spirit, leave. If I may, seek counsel first. You know what I'm saying? Call Captain Isaac first. You know what I'm saying? Then get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? That is not true. She's just a whore. Okay? You know what I'm saying? That's that whore on the Bible talk about.
It's like you, sir. If there's so the what they call it the when Mary got pregnant, what they call it? The immaculate conception. Why it ain't ever happened again?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like why is she the only person that just got married, got pregnant by a ghost?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous.
Mary had to be a bad one. Go ahead. Elizabeth, yeah, Zacharias.
Right.
And if I may, I had a friend we were talking about the virgin birth, so I told him exactly what you said, and he told me the exact line from Nigga on Friday. Oh, that was different. What you mean? It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But because of Christianity, there you go. Woo. Christianity, this pops in your mind. You believe everything the Christian church say. Right, it ain't got to make sense. It just got to make sense. This is not a fairy tale book. You know what I'm saying? Jump down to verse 4.
Verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days.
There were what?
There were giants in the earth in those days.
Come on.
And also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, to become, it's like it, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
So there were giants in those days, and the sons of God saw the daughters of men, and they had children with them, right? Can anybody explain the giant? What's a giant? Oh, I'm sorry, sis. You next, Havana. So like you.
Mike. Microphone.
Not in this context. Not in this context. Go ahead, Habana.
So, like I said, if I could, the giants were famous people, rich people.
Famous and rich people.
Yeah, man.
Now, you had something to say?
I was just going to say LeBron James.
Right. LeBron James is a giant in the earth. In the country community, Captain Zorak is a giant. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're taking this big sword out and just cutting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Cat, let me get some of that. You know what I'm saying? You had your hand up? Okay, you had something else to say? Okay. Okay, no sweat. So, like these people came together and their children became giants in earth. For instance, like, you know who's really popular in the black community? Mixed kids. Mixed kids are very popular. Look at their little hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, people in their little skin. Black people love that. They're giants. You know what I'm saying? They became giants. It's the same spirit of what's happening here. It's not extraterrestrial stuff going on. It's that interracial marriage took place. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Verse 5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Damn, go ahead.
Verse 6.
And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth.
It repented the Lord that he had made man on earth.
And it grieved him at his heart.
All because of interracial marriage. Come on.
And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of earth, both man and beast and creeping thing and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them.
The Lord is going to destroy the earth because of interracial marriage. Do you understand how crazy that is? Because we decide to lay down with someone who's beneath our pedigree, the Lord got to start over. You know what I'm saying? Reset button. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, priest.
So like I said, if I could, man, it's so heavy because this is also a cut to the pastors and stuff like, what's his name, man? I can't think of his name. Dude with the, I think he a homosexual for sure. He be out here in Houston.
Oh, John Gray.
Not John Gray.
Damn, he real gay though.
Not Joshua. I don't know the young one that he be out now. They call himself G. They call the women call him Jesus.
Your girl.
Y'all know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
He say wealth is like the more money you get, the closer you are to the Lord. But this right here is a cut to that because they became mighty men. These were giants, meaning they had wealth. They were known. They were famous. And the kids were famous because of it. Right. But the Lord said, I got to destroy y'all. This is
gotta
evil.
go, right.
So you having wealth is not closer to the Lord. You're going to die getting wealth. Trying to get
like yourself.
Go ahead.
The scripture says that gain is not godliness.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Give me Joshua 1:8. You know what I'm saying? But just for this Genesis, the Lord destroyed the earth because of interracial marriage. Right. It is very important that we know this. Very important. Go ahead.
So the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. Mm-hmm. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then shalt thou then thou shalt have good success.
Good what?
Good success.
This is the success that the Lord wants you to have. He wants you to follow those laws, statutes, commandments. If the sons of God would have followed the laws, statutes, commandments, they'd still been on earth. They've still been doing their thing. But the Lord had to wipe them out. You understand? So I'm gonna read. I got a book I want to bring out right quick. 1:8. I got a book I want to read. You got something to say? No, he got it already. Read the Holocaust first. 147. Now this book it's called The American Holocaust, and it shows what the white man did to our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we don't have compassion for each other, I can't deal with white women from what they did to our people in the past. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with white people from what they just did to George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my people that much. But bring us out, brother. Go ahead.
American Holocaust, page 147. Come on. Genocide. During the course of 4 centuries, from the 1490s to the 1890s, Europeans and white Americans engaged in an unbroken string of genocide campaigns against the native people of America.
Is that it on the orange? Turn the page. Oh, go ahead.
A little bit more. Pictured on the following pages are the results of the first of these slaughters.
So he's going to read the next few pages. Going to be read about what they did to our women and to our brothers. This should keep you from dating outside our race. Go ahead.
The Spaniards took babies from their mother's breast, grabbing them by the feet and smashing their heads against rocks.
They did what?
Grabbing them by their feet and smashing their heads against rocks.
The devils took our babies from their mother's breast, dragging their heads against the ground and smashing them against rocks. Go ahead.
They built a long giblet low enough for the toes to touch the ground, preventing strangling, and hang 13 native at a time in honor of Christ our Savior and the 12 apostles.
Good night. They killed our women and hung them in the name of white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Turn the page. Go to the next one.
As Spaniards went with their war dogs hunting down Indian men and women.
They went with what?
With their war dogs hunting down Indian men and
That's
women.
why the dog was a man's best friend. The white people love animals. They love dogs. Go ahead.
It happened that a sick Indian woman who could not escape from the dogs sought to avoid being torn apart by them. In this fashion, she took a cord and tied her year-old child to her leg, and then she hanged herself from a beam. But
Go ahead.
But the dogs came and tore the child apart before the creature expired.
How can you love white people? How? How can you bring that into your home, knowing that their forefathers did this to our people? You understand? Change books and go to the other book. We almost done, y'all. I know y'all ready to go. What's happening now? You know, you're a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead. Read the title. Page 5. Read the title first, then read it.
This is When I Was a Slave, page 5. That was in St. Louis, where I was born. You see, my mama belonged to old William Cleveland and old Polly Cleveland, and they was the two meanest white folks whatever lived, because they was always beating on their slaves. I know, because mama told me, and I hears about it other places. And besides old Polly, she was a poly devil.
She's a what?
A poly devil.
The devil the Bible speaks of. Go ahead.
If there ever was one. And she whipped my little sisters, what was only 9 months old, and just a baby to death.
To what?
To death.
She beat an 8-month-old baby to death. Old poly devil. Go ahead.
She took the diaper off my little sister and whipped till the blood just ran, just because she cried like all babies do.
So the baby cried just like all babies do. The white woman came and beat the 8-month-old baby to death. You know what I'm saying? How old is this woman is? Go to the top. It says the age.
Oh, she's 91.
She's 91, but this is something that happened when she was a kid. She remembered that a white woman killed her 8-month-old sister when she was a kid. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. We should not even want to bring them unto us at all. Stay back there. You understand? Let us serve our God. You have nothing to do with us building this temple. Stay over there. We got this. Interracial marriage is of the devil. You understand? And the Lord destroyed the earth for it. You think he ain't destroying us now because of it? You understand? We have to get away from these white people. We have to take our spirit away from these white people. You understand? And before I end, say this. Have you ever told a white person that you don't deal with them no more? Like, I had white friends in the world. I told them I can't deal with y'all no more. I only love my own people. And they acted a fool. They acted a fool. Go ahead.
So while I was in college, you understand, like I waited tables, put myself through school. You understand? There was this white bartender named Robbie. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's just a sarcastic white boy, crack jokes every now and then or whatever. So when I started coming into the truth, you understand? You know, of course, you know, a young zealot. You know what I'm saying? Passion. You understand? Quoting scripture stuff like that. He's like, man, we're friends, man. How could you say these things about white people? I've never, you know, I've never done anything to you. We're friends, we're buddies. I was like, oh, we're friends. I was like, have you ever invited me to your house? Right. These fishing trips you talk about all the time. Have we gone fishing together? You know what I'm saying? Have you introduced me to your parents? You know what I'm saying? How are we friends? You understand? When you and your buddies that you grew up with, you understand? Do you take me and introduce me to these people? We are not friends. We are associates. Right. I do business with you. Right. You understand? And that's what black people need to understand. You understand? Unless it got to do with business, and I mean they are the buyer and we're the seller. Right. You have nothing to do with us. Right. You have nothing to do with our plight. You damn sure don't have nothing to do with our pain. You understand? Like, you've caused enough pain to our people, to our women, to our children. You understand? To our young men. You understand? You have nothing to do with us.
And if I Hey, this is why I teach my children that you can't use the word friend lightly, right? Because the scriptures tell you what a friend is. A friend is willing to lay their life down. You see what I'm saying? So don't listen to our oppressor when they just slang the word love, slang the word friend around. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all not gonna do that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's so important, man. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's what they do. You'll be at your slave, and you know they won't even invite. They won't even ask to pay for your lunch. But we friends, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why that Psalms, you know, that it's so good, you know, that to know that the characteristics that are presented to us in these scriptures, we can just look and be like, yeah, that's them that do that. That's them that come at you with kind words. But the scriptures tell us to love not in word, but in deed. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the first thing, you know, that's one of the things I thought about too. And out there at the protest, like you got all these people, white people running around with signs and saying stuff, right? But actions, they're not gonna do that. What is a protest? It's a peaceful protest. They're allowing you to do this. You have to schedule a time and a date to do it. You see what I'm saying? So the government does not mind you doing that. And they know that. That doesn't mean they give a damn about black people. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that they really want you to be their friend.
Most High in Christ. And the brother, he's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, since I came in this school, I have no white friends. Only friends are in this school. My brothers and sisters, my family, you know what I'm saying, are in this school and nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give a big shout out to Captain Yadazak. This brother here went and got a boot kiss at a riot. You know what I'm saying? Good night. You know what I'm saying? Who does that? You know what I'm saying? That is awesome. You know what I'm saying? I can hear in the background black people, you ain't got to do that. No, do that. I need you to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, if I may, man, clap it up, y'all. You guys been excellent class. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hopping I shot in the pies, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all brothers, troopers, your shot, your sisters. With that,
Which means to stand, Sar, turn and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew, then in English. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Badat, Ayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malak with Ka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Ayah, Aisha, Baratazah, Kawak, Ayah, Bashamayim, Natalanuwa, Acham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Wasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Wala'ah, Kabianuwa, Badasai one, the ball, I was shining was, my young, right, the young, the cup, Amalakwa, Wahala, Wahata Para. I will love you, Aman. In English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sir, turn and face the front. Courtesy salute to the brothers, individual. On the spot. Answer. Rock. Y'all shimmy out shot, brother thumb. Got the baton. Sir. Turn the face to sisters, individual. Money Shabbat. Answer. Rock. Y'all small thigh shimmy out shot. Y'all small thigh shimmy out shot. Got the baton. Dismiss.
thank y'all for coming today. You guys are y'all are real MVPs, you know what I'm saying? Good job. Now it's time to clean the school. Right. Hello, how now? I did. It's 140.
Hey, what's going down, baby? You know what I'm saying?